I didn't see you there. I'm Dr. Madison Gadea, the world's leading neuroscience expert in my field. And today, I'm here to talk to you about some very important chemicals, such as androgens and serotonin, and how these chemicals influence sexuality. In today's video, I hope to shine some light upon the scary idea that any one of us could have been gay. But don't worry, it won't just suddenly happen. Contrary to popular belief, sexuality is something a person is born with and is influenced by the hormones and neurotransmitters in their body. Hormonal and chemical differences such as androgen levels in homosexual people versus heterosexual people help to prove the idea that homosexuality is not a choice and is instead something out of people's control. These differences should lead to an increased protection of LGBT plus rights, considering this is indeed a problem we're still facing in the world. I hope that by the end of this video, you too will see this dilemma. Fact: males and females have different brain structures. Now, I know what you're all thinking. Oh my gosh, this doesn't relate to the thesis at all. But don't worry, I'm getting to that. These brain differences are caused due to the sex hormones babies are exposed to. With this, it can be inferred that if a male baby were to receive female sex hormones, the brain would develop similar to a girl's and vice versa.
But how do people develop these chemical differences?
Great question. One way is through the amount of cortisol, a stress hormone, that they are exposed to as a fetus. One way to acquire excess stress hormone is with the disorder CAH, congenital adrenal hyperplasia. According to a journal article by Lawrence S. Mayer and Paul R. McHugh, two psychiatrists working for Johns Hopkins University, over 90% of cases of CAH result from a mutation in a gene that codes for an enzyme that helps synthesize cortisol. This mutation also causes the endocrine system to produce more cortisol, some of which is turned into androgens, male sex hormones. Mayer and McHugh found that females with CAH were less likely to be exclusively heterosexual than females without CAH. Knowing this, a mother who had undergone a stressful experience while pregnant would thereby produce more cortisol and in turn possibly have a higher risk of having a non-heterosexual daughter. In her book Brainstorm, Rebecca M. Jordan Young writes that these hormones become locked in early in development. So once exposed to the hormones of the opposite sex, there's no going back. Even if they were later given the correct hormones as adults, this would have no change in sexual preferences. This calls into question many hormone therapies given to homosexual people, like the treatment used on Alan Turing, a famous computer scientist, as a way of changing their sexual orientation. Even if these hormones could be changed, there are other factors that go into sexual orientation, such as serotonin levels. In an experiment published by the PNAS, Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences, and performed by Shasha Zhang and Yan Liu, it was found that altering the levels of serotonin in female and male rats changed their sexual behaviors and preferences. Female rats lacking serotonergic neurons showed more sexual interest in other same-sex mice. This is measured by the amount the mutant rats sniffed other rats that they were exposed to. According to the results, the increased absence of serotonin gives female mice a sexually differential olfactory preference. When male rats, though, were altered to have lower serotonin levels like the females, they did not show same-sex preference. In fact, they showed a complete loss of sexual preference, no disinterest in any sort of sexual activity. This study shows it was possible to alter sexual preferences without changing any specific sex hormones. While it did not do much for the study of homosexuality in male rats, it showed the important role of serotonin for female rats. With this proof of a biological and genetic influence on homosexuality, it seems unreasonable that people and businesses are still refusing to accommodate homosexual people. A reason for the continuation of their actions is that they honestly do believe sexuality is a choice. While these chemical differences discussed in today's video do not end all of the discussion, it should be enough to make people step back and think about the roots of their logic. The discoveries I have made are completely based on science and have facts supporting them. Although one thing alone cannot make somebody gay or straight, androgens and serotonin have a large impact on the way sexuality is expressed. No one would choose a life of oppression, and those born into it cannot change themselves because the hormones are already fixed in their system. And always remember, gay is okay.